Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World Channel. Let me share with you some tips further about the Zebra Finches, and maybe it's also very applicable to other types of finch and other types of birds for that matter. I am terribly shocked by the way how these little birds propagate, because in our last video I made mention about 6 eggs. Now I can see some 18 eggs of inside different nest boxes. Imagine that. So we're expecting to have 18 new more babies in the month of September. And this is not a joke, because our starters, our breeders, are only around 6 pairs or lesser. Maybe around 3 pairs, 6 birds. So these are the tips that I would like to give. The first thing is that you will provide a habitat for your birds. What do I mean when I said habitat? Well, natural habitat. So it's very impossible for us to really provide them with natural habitat, but we can mimic what is the natural thing for the finches. And the natural thing for the finches, it's very important. This is the number one. We have to provide them with so much of nesting materials. Because if they can gather some nest and put that inside the nest boxes, that would entice them to breed because they have the home to live in. So aside from the sturdy cage, this is the cage that cannot be disturbed by the predators outside. We have to also be concerned about the nesting materials, because this is where they got the appetite for breeding. So once they feel that they have a nest to lay their eggs, and this nest is composed of hay, dried hay, and other strands, they will really have that appetite to breed. They will lay their eggs abundantly. And this is what happened. Just this morning, I observed that many of the young pairs are already starting to build their nest. And this is not a joke, because they are just 3-4 months old and they are now becoming breeders. So this is a very quick timeline for the finches, because I observe in other comments, in other breeders, they're putting some 6 months before these new babies could breed and become adults. Now, only a matter of 4 to 5 months, they are starting to build their nest. And I can see that we can witness hundreds of finches right here in this big cage for them. Well, another thing that I would like to share with you is that we have to be conscious about the food that they are eating. Well, sometimes they can be taken for granted. Sometimes we just belittle the needs for the fruits and some other supplements. Well, in my case, in my previous blog, I said that we have to provide supplements, we have to provide vitamins, and maybe you're interested what type of vitamins. Well, any type of vitamins for the birds and chickens, that will do. But you don't have to overdose vitamins, because that will also work bad instead of working good for our birds. So I am scheduling the giving of vitamins twice or thrice in a week. So we cannot give them every day. We cannot give these vitamins on a daily basis, because this will also do harm than good. So putting the hay, putting the nesting materials, giving them some fruits, some vitamins would really make the difference in terms of the breeding. Another thing that I can tell you is that you will use the clay pots for their nesting materials. Well, I can see that there are other materials that are available in the market for the finch. And it's crafted, specially crafted for the finch, but I will not subscribe to that material. It's made of, I think, bamboo or rattan, but in my case, I would love to use the clay pots. Why? Because in here, we have tried these bamboos. We also have tried these clay pots. But the clay pots, since it's a hollow and conical type, meaning that the eggs will not be scattered because it's a funnel type shape that will really put the eggs in the middle without any disturbance. So the eggs cannot roll over the other side. So they are just concentrated on the center of the clay pot. So these are the things that I have discovered. And I think with the mercy of God, of course, with God's blessing, we can see another batches that's full of colors. Because these fins can develop colors when they are already very matured. So they will start developing another color, and that's the time that we can see a beautiful, very beautiful fins that's have grown adult. So I would like to repeat that we have to provide them with hay, with nesting materials, good cage, and the clay pots. I cannot recommend any other material except for the clay pots. Another thing that I would like to tell you is that they have many perches. They can perch. So they are very, the agility is high. They're agile and they love to, to chase each other. They love to fly and they love to play. So if you have perches, that's a small stick, just the bamboo, that's already very, that's already very appropriate, then you have to provide them with perches. And then the regular change of water is very important. Well, you cannot expect that your fins will breed a lot when you seldom change the water because they knew that the water is not anymore potable. It's dangerous for them. These are bright birds. So if you will change the water every day, much better. And the last thing that I can tell you about these fins is to also regularly check whether or not the ants are already crawling. So the pesticide and the insecticide is not advisable to be used in the surroundings of the cage. So what we gonna do is to regularly sweep and clean and put some water with small detergent soap, and that would already do good. So these tips are not new to us, but some of these tips that I have mentioned are just being forgotten and neglected. So if we're gonna follow all the tips that I have told you, you will be 100% sure that your finches will provide you with a good business. Imagine, the market of this finch is high and the consumption is very low because they are so small to consume a lot of bird seeds. And aside from that, they are also able to, to break. They are not that difficult to feed because they are able to, to maximize the use of the seeds. So they're not like other birds that will, it's very extravagant, So if you will put that seeds in a container, you will not see any spilled over seeds at the floor level because they are very careful in eating the bird seeds. So these are the things that I can tell you. I hope that in the future, we can order some golden finch. These are colorful finches that we can also integrate. I don't know if this can be crossbreed, but since they are all finches, maybe we can put some pairs and crossbreed them. I don't know what is the result. If you have time to comment, please comment because I really don't have the idea about this. And you can also educate me by your experiences and by your readings perhaps. So I would like to encourage you to do some comments, and in our future vlogs, we will be also giving you some important tips on how to care for the birdlings because the birdlings are also very sensitive and delicate that we have to also give some supplements in order for these birdlings to really become active and be able to fly out of the cage without any harm and with good strength and vigor. See you in the next upload. I would like to invite you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and see you in my next vlog on here at Dexter's World.